Hey, everybody, welcome to Steve Earle.
My name's John Lee Peddlemore. Seen my daddy and his daddy before. Hardly ever saw a granddad in our hair. Only come to town about twice a year. 500 pennies since the copper line. Everybody knew he made moonshine. Now the revenue man wanted granddaddy bed. Head up a hollow little thing hand. For my time, well, I've been told never come back from Copperhead Road. Daddy run the whiskey in the big black Dodge. Bought it at auction at the Mason lights. Johnson got a sheriff painted on the side. Shot a coat of primer and it looked inside. Well, him and my uncle threw that engine down. I still remember that rumbling sound. Then the sheriff come around in the middle of the night. Heard mama crying that something wasn't right. Headed down the nozzle with a weekly load. Smell of whiskey burning down Copperhead Road. Volunteers run an army on my birthday. Trap white trash burst around here in the lake. I've done 2 tours of duty in Vietnam. Yeah, I come home with a brand new plan. I take seed from Colombia and Mexico. I plant her up a holler down Copperhead Road. Now the D-Hagen got a chopper in the air. Wake up screaming like I'm back over there. Found a thing of teeth and Charlie don't know. Better stay away from Copperhead Road. I'm gonna get a few things out of the way right off the bat, and then anybody that wants to go home before your ankle bracelet blows up or whatever you got going on. Yeah. Hey, pretty baby, are you ready to meet? Get your good rockin' daddy down to Tennessee. Just out on some bumper San Antonio with a radio blasting and a bud dog on. There's a speed trap over in Summer Town. No local yoga gonna shut me down. Me and the boys got this rig unwound and we'll come 1,000 miles from a guitar town. Nothing ever happened in my hometown. I ain't the kind of just hang around. But I heard someone calling my name one day, and I followed that voice down a lost highway. Everybody tell me you can't get far on $37 in a Jap guitar. Watch, now soaking in the Texas with a hammer down, rocking little combo from a guitar town. Hey, pretty baby, don't you know it ain't my fault? Love to hear the steel bells humming on the asphalt. Wake up in the middle of the night in a truck stop, stumble in a restaurant, wondering why I don't stop. Gotta keep rocking while I still can. Got a two-pack habit of Motel 10. When the boots hit the boards, I'm a brand new man. Back to the riser and make my stand. Pretty baby, won't you hold me tight? Loading up and rolling out of here tonight. One of these days when I settle down, take it back with me to a guitar town.
If you go back and you start and you re-listen to those lyrics and think about the guy that wrote those songs and played those songs, who was that guy?
Oh, it was me, but it was a earlier, more primitive version of the software. Kind of took me a while, you know. It's one of those things. I mean, I think, I remember. I relate to the guy that sings those songs more than I do the guy that did sort of almost everything else in my life in those days, because the songs they're characters. Some of the characters are me, some of them aren't, but they're all based on me and what I know, and where they think I know. Yeah, so it's one of those deals. I mean, people will forget that I'm not the character that's always, the guy singing to you is not always me. I have to base it on me and, my experience, but sometimes I'm literally trying to be somebody else and somebody that I never went to Vietnam. My lottery was the first one that didn't happen, and but Copperhead Road was sort of, in a way, in my country, we sort of all went to Vietnam. It's anybody my age, it's who we are more than anything else that happened. So and that's kind of what the record was about, and what almost all the art that was being made that really was art at that moment in American history was about Vietnam.
There isn't the draft per se today. There's more the subtler draft, which is blind patriotism, right?
It's not just blind patriotism. It's weirder than that. It's like, there's that, and they use that, but it's an economy that doesn't really care about what happens to truly working class people, and there's no place for a lot of people to go except into the service, so they don't have to worry about it. They've got plenty of bodies, and it's a bummer, because in the 60s and 70s, it really was true. Anybody that really wanted to could go to college. There was a way to do it in my country. It's not true anymore.
Right.
It's absolutely not true, and it's not true on purpose.
The system's not broken. It's designed this way.
I believe that's true.
Parallels today, politically, culturally,
between what and what? I mean,
just where the country's at and where it was.
Well, it's been worse. It's been better. You know, right now I got to get I'm in Canada for the first time since I was in Canada November 9th, and that's the only reason I didn't kill myself. There's not so many guns running around in this country. But it's the first time I've been out of the country since the election. I'm going to England tomorrow, and I had it all planned out how I was going to give all my friends, just like shit about Brexit because that was so stupid, and they're going to regret it. But now I look stupider than they did. So.
Hey, when you went to Nashville and early on, who was giving you advice like that?
Well, I got there because I knew a guy named Townes Van Zandt, and he didn't live anywhere. But Nashville was one of the places that he went. And so I knew him. So when I got to Nashville, he gave me an automatic introduction to Guy Clark. And, he was a really good teacher. Townes was a good teacher, too. He would give me a copy of, like Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee and tell me to go read it. Guy showed me more how he went about the craft of writing songs. And he did that till he passed away last year. He was, always mentoring writers. He did it when I got there in 1974, and he was still doing it, up until just when he got too sick to do it a couple years ago, and then he passed away last year.
Do you do it in return? Are you paying that back now?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things I just always, I've run into, sometimes it's directly, sometimes it's not. I have a songwriting camp called Camp Copperhead that I do every summer in the Catskills, and folks come there. Some people, they're never going to be professional songwriters, but we've run into a few kids that were really, really good, and working with some of them now. And it's just, as brilliant on some levels as Bernard Shaw was, who said the most ignorant thing anybody's ever said, those that can do and those that can't teach. That's just stupid. Poets have to teach because that's the only way poets can make a living. Shea Massini taught. Michael Longley teaches. And that's just that's the way that is. Ted Hughes didn't have to teach because his wife did. And Guy was a great teacher, and he passed away. And we took his ashes to New Mexico. Terry Allen, who's a great songwriter himself, but also a great visual artist. Guy had never say anything to Terry Allen about what you want done with yourself after you're gone around Terry Allen, because he'll take it very seriously. So Guy's ashes are sitting, we got on the tour bus, me, Rodney Crowell, Sean Camp, a bunch of other people. Emmylou Harris flew into Santa Fe. We took him to Santa Fe, and they're sitting on Terry's mantle waiting for him to complete a bronze, because that's what he said he wanted to be, was in a bronze sculpture of Terry. So we don't even know what the piece is going to be yet. Terry hadn't decided. So Guy's still sitting there on the mantle. But I got home from and I wrote this. Goodbye, Michelangelo. Ain't no trouble where you go. Ain't no pain to burn you blind. Just enough to draw a line. Goodbye, Maestro Farewell. Gone to heaven, been to hell. Maybe just New Mexico. Goodbye, Michelangelo. So long, my captain, adios. Sail upon the sea of ghosts. Chase the white whale to the end. Bring the story back again. I'm bound to follow you someday. 'Cause you have always shown the way. So we knew where we had to go. Goodbye, Michelangelo. on your crack, find you by and by, just like he did before. The same forever, it's just goodbye till it comes my time. I want not to travel blind. You taught me everything I know. Goodbye, Michelangelo. Thanks. Oh, let's see if I can. Oh yeah, I got to do this. So, I was really lucky. I've been really lucky about almost everything. I mean, except for marriage, and everything else has gone pretty damn well. And I've been in New York 12 years now, and I just needed another place to be, and I really love living there. I need Major League Baseball and live theater in my life at this point, I think, and when I am home, and still gone a lot. But I miss New York more than I've ever missed any other place that I've been away from. But it's, I got, if I happen to be home at the right, in April, I could be part of, the Allman Brothers did these residencies at the Beacon Theater for years, and they'd do like 2 weeks of shows, and I got invited to be a guest on several of them, and it was a cool thing to be part of, and I got to go to, they didn't have any guests the very last show that they did. They invited everybody that sat in over the years that could make it, and we all sat in the balcony, and we got to see the last Allman Brothers show. And first time I saw the Allman Brothers was with Dwayne, at the warehouse in New Orleans when I was 16 or something like that. But and I met Dickie Betts very early on just because I was in Nashville and he hung out there a lot, and he and Susanna and Guy were friends. It's done now. Butch is gone and now Greg's gone, and all great bands are great bands in the long run because of songs. It's all about songs. I mean, it doesn't matter. People talk about rock and roll bands, jam bands, grunge bands. Nirvana's Nirvana because Kurt Cobain was a really, really great songwriter. That's what separated that band from everybody else that was around. Greg's gone, and I hope I can do this justice, because I've never played it before, but Greg Allman, it turned out, when his brother was gone, this band was known for its instrumental prowess. The Allman Brothers are the Allman Brothers because Greg wrote really great songs, and Dickie Betts wrote great songs later on, and but Greg did it from day one. So let's see if I can kick it through. Got to run to keep from hiding, and I'm bound to keep on riding, and I got one more silver dollar, and I ain't gonna let them catch me, no, ain't gonna let them catch the midnight rider. I ain't gonna let them catch me, no, ain't gonna let them catch the midnight rider. I don't own the clothes I'm wearing, and the road goes on forever. I got one more silver dollar, and I ain't gonna let them catch me, no, ain't gonna let them catch the midnight rider. And I ain't gonna let let them catch you, no. I ain't gonna let them catch the midnight rider. Sharing, I got one more silver dollar, and I ain't gonna let them catch me, no. Ain't gonna let them catch the midnight rider. Ain't gonna let them catch me, no. Ain't gonna let them catch the midnight rider. I ain't gonna let them catch me, no. I ain't gonna let them catch the midnight rider. Thank you so much. See you when I get there, Maestro. Good one.